Hey, good evening, traders. Hope everyone had a great weekend and having a phenomenal summer. Let's get started here and see what we got going on as far as our trading and how the week is going to set up. I am going to go over some of the trades as well that were taken in uh, our trading, swing trading, and also having a really good week, good month in our day trading alerts as well. So with that said, let's get started and see what we got going on in the market. You've all seen my commentary as far as um, do the message to the members as far as what I feel is happening in the trading and how I see its potential some potential setups. So with that said, let's have a look. SPY and Qs both closed out last week trading with 3 days in a row with tight range prices, and I talked about this. This is really tight ranges. So really when the price contracts, it eventually has to expand in one direction or the other. I mean, that is just a fundamental of technical analysis. So look for the markets to make a move within the next day or two. The All eyes are going to be on SPY. So even though the market has been in a tight range, my weekend scan, I mean, I scan many charts, and then I send it out to support, and they put some of them on stock twists. That when I identify, okay, I want these to be on stock twists, these are going to go to the members, and so on and so forth. So I scan bunches, just an incredible amount of stocks, and I only have a couple that really stood out to me, and I'm going to I'll talk about those in a minute here. But as far as actionable setup, as most stocks have already moved out, are in a trend mode. So what happened on it's for me. I have tough time, as you guys know, to take a trade as long as the Qs are trading below its 20 period moving average on the hourly chart. So 21 period moving average is right up here. So they started trading above the 21 period moving average on Friday, and some stocks actually moved up nicely, like this one that I took a stop here, right above the 21 period moving average. It moved up, and Qs bounced, right off the 21 period moving average right here. And still, I mean, if you really on the closing basis, we still don't have two lower lows. This was here the close, and then we closed a little bit higher here, closed here, then closed lower, then closed higher. So Qs are just absolutely in a power part trend, but the all eyes are going to be on spiders here, and I'm just going to expand the chart a little bit because this looks like it's gonna break out the spiders. So you've got moving averages are tightening up, range is tightening up. It really is in a 7 weeks of consolidation. Here's your weekly chart: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of consolidation. Is it ready to put a move back up? Because 3,200 has been the level that it's been tough, and we're closed above, and then we come back, which is 320, and right around 321 and 340 will be inside if that happens. Now, when we look at the IWM, it's still languishing around 200 period moving average and having a tough time finding its footage. However, this is starting to form a somewhat of a bullish flag, because now we have bottom here, and then you have a nice move right here, and then you have a nice move right here. So we have two higher two higher lows, which is now tells you the trend has changed and trend has moved to uptrend. So that's what really tells me that, hey, maybe we're ready to move up. And when you look at the diamonds, nicely trading above flat 200 period moving average. It's like the IWM. We've got nice higher lows here, and same thing here. It's about, if it takes out 270, I think we'll see new highs here pretty quickly on the diamonds. So that's what's going on. Want to talk about how June, or how July or June uh, working out for us, as far as what's happening in our swing trading. And these are all the trades. I mean, with the exception of with the exception of Amazon, which I've been long Amazon since 616. So that's probably my longest trade here in the swing trading portfolio. Right now, I only have couple three trades open. So I have Amazon, which really doesn't. I mean, it's not a new trade, but that's open. Pass I just opened about a couple weeks ago, and then JPM I'll talk about a little bit, and then on Friday we got long VRTX. So if you're simply following the plan, then you should be up about 11%. I mean, you should be up 11% here because if you're just following the plan, we're up about $10,000, and I'll fix this. Last, what was the Amazon last price? I think I just need to fix that real quick. Amazon last price was 29.61, so I think that needs to be fixed. So if I update this, and this is a trading journal, so if I update, which should let me update right here. So let me go back, and it's 29.61.47. So there you go. So 29.41.67. So now it's updated, and I'm up 14%. So altogether, up about 10 grand. Just, and if you take out Amazon, which is probably the longest trade in the portfolio. If you just take out Amazon, it's nicely, it's still up really nicely here, right up here. So you can see it's up about $9,000 if you just take out Amazon, and $9,200, and that takes you about 9.2%. So it's not too heavy. It's only about 1.1% of the portfolio, and these are all the trades that we've taken in June and July. So simple. Twilio, Tech, GAN, and we have some losers. Biggest loser was Codex, and recently I took a stop on ZS. So that's the portfolio. It's a simple buy limit or buy stop order. And if you're having a tough time following that, perhaps trading isn't for you. So I don't know. It's super simple as far as what we do, and keep it really tight from the stop standpoint. So ZS is the one that I got stopped out here. I got long here on ZS on this day, then it gapped down and took me out. Almost got back in it, but I didn't. And it's actually looking really good. We've traded this many times, and this time it got me for a small loss of 5%. But I'm all good. It's all good. Twilio, I've had this trade at 230 as a potential long, and Friday it finally broke out. I canceled that trade because of this red bar, and then we had one, two, three tight range days. Bottoming tail, just one go down, bottoming tail, and boom, breakout on volume. So Twilio might be getting ready to break out. It's too late. I don't like to chase, but I cancel this trade. JPM, I am long. It did not close well. To be honest, it actually did not close well. So I am going to keep a very close eye on this on JPM. I still think that the rotation play is on as far as what's happening. So I want to keep a close eye. This is probably the best in breed. So it's holding this 21 period moving average. We'll see what happens. If it takes out about right around here, I'm probably going to bounce on JPM. So I'm going to keep a very short leash here. VXRT, I'm sorry, VRTX is VRTX is this is a beautiful play here on VRTX. I mean, you've got this nice sideways action here on VRTX. A nice break here. Came back into the base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. Broke out, came back, bullish bottoming tail, closing the week bullish here, and looks ready to break out. I got in at 293 here with the day trade with the alert here on the swing trading alert that sent out on Friday, and now I'm looking to probably, and I don't know if I would add, but if I'm going to add, and if the news on the vaccine is bullish on Monday, then this is the area right here that you want to add. And if you haven't started a position, maybe a good idea to start a position right here, and this has a potential to really break out. And we're going to keep a stop really tight here at 279-ish. So that will be the stop here on VRTX. Next one is KR. KR, I love this KR because the chart is so bullish. I mean, it's literally, with the exception of this bar here, it's been just consolidating pretty much all of 2020 so far. So this is more of a core play, because when you go to the monthly chart here on KR, so that's a target on KR basically. If you go to core play, I mean, I can probably see this as a target of 70. A nice double bottom. This is your uh, bell curve right here. This goes right here. So that's your bell curve type of play here. And then this is where you get long, and look at what's happening here. So this is kind of, I like this. This is on my long list as well. And Home Depot, that is just immune to everything. So we've got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, another 7 weeks of consolidation here on the weekly charts, getting ready to break out. That is also my long for the next week. Facebook, another one, is just in this big range here on the daily chart. So check this out. So this is the range on Facebook. I really don't like trading Facebook because it's like every Hooder has Facebook in their account, and I just don't like having these. The pattern is really good, undeniable pattern here. The CHEG, we've traded nicely here. It's starting to bounce here, starting to look pretty good. So keep an eye on CHEG. Then VXRT. This is the one that I like over these highs right here on VXRT. So those of you who knows how to trade this intraday or want to have a quick hit trade, VXRT looks really good here. And then another one that I really like for speculative play, it's this 350. This is a weekly 1, 2, 3 pattern right here, 350 by 250. Throw $1,000 in it, or 2,000, whatever your risk amount is, whatever you risk that won't keep you up at night. You throw that in there, maybe $500 if you want, and let this one ride. So put a stop at 250. You can put a stop right here. So 350, you buy, maybe 200 shares, that's $700. And then 200 shares, and you may lose about I don't know, $200 or $300, but this could double. So that's how I play my speculative play. A fixed amount, whether it's 1,000 or 2,000, doesn't matter the price of the stock, but usually they're low price stocks. Like Caper, I lost $700 on my options play here, and this one just showed up on my scan again. So weekly charts starting to look really good here. So I did lose some money here. It was, I mean, it's just I got has $700 worth of options right up here. It started to bounce. It just got nowhere, and then all of a sudden Friday, and then it showed up on my radar. So keep an eye on Caper. That looks pretty good. SDGR is the one that we've traded here way back in April to May. We got long right here on SDGR, and then we profited right over here. So I think we took out right here on SDGR, and then look at where it's going now. So that's pretty good. Codex, I took a stop on Codex, and that is still on my radar for above 20. And that's another. I mean, anything that has to do with COVID-19, it's really in play, as far as we'll see what happens tomorrow. And then Myrna, we traded this in our day trading alert, and just absolutely killed this one. Incredible entry, great outcome, and we had a really good one on Myrna. So these are the stocks that are really rallying here. INO pharmaceutical, that one's also looks really good here on INO. So I've got a lot of biotech stocks, and of course IBB, just the new highs here. Pizza is on my list as well. This may get going here. It needs a good push higher. If it takes out 94, that can really get going here. Lulu is the retail stock. I own Lulu. This was an unofficial play. I own this, and if it breaks out above 320, watch out above. This can have a really good rally here. But 320 to 324, earnings are not until 9/3, September 3rd. So basically you can get long right here on Lulu if you like. So The entry will be 320. This will be the entry 320. The stop will be 300 in this case. So $20 stops, and you've got long time to go for earning. The other one is Chipotle, CMG. This is obviously big stock, big. It's a large. $1,000 stock. I have I have few shares of Chipotle in my other account, and that this just takes up so much buying power when you do these things. So the model portfolio, I don't like this. I mean, I already have one Amazon, which look at this Amazon, which I bought it for 25, I bought it at 25.85, and so I can't just this just can't have another one in that stock. The other one is LVGO that I really like. If I can type it, LVGO right here, LVGO, you can watch this. This is also consolidating over 110 by 100. So that looks really, really good. This DXCM is also setting up here as well. Look at the red bar, big nasty red bar. This it's all almost, but 50% is negated. Also looks really bullish. The daily chart, the weekly charts also looking really good on DXCM. The other few that I like is Qualis. This Qualis also looks pretty good here. This is kind of a this it's building that kind of a head and shoulder pattern right here. So this looks pretty good. I'm sorry, cup and handle pattern. So this starting to look pretty good. Not ready to be entered here, but this is something that you want to put on your radar. Qualis that looks pretty good. And then the other one that came up on my scan is work, and this one is really really easy. This if it goes below short, this is probably one of my short that's setting up above this area. It's long to new high, so it's simple as that on work, and that looks pretty darn good. Snap back to 21 period moving average here on Snap. This looks pretty good. We traded this right here on this after earnings 3 bar pattern. We got long, I believe, right here. We put a stop right here, right up here. That was the stop, and we just let this one ride for a little bit, and then we got out super early on this snap, by the way. So that wasn't too really happy about how I managed the snap. So got out too early, and it's at $26 now. Uh, Local, that is also consolidating. Look at this consolidation. It's a lot of stocks that's on my radar that's consolidating. So we'll see what happens here. Netflix, I'm actually looking to short Netflix under this. This could be an intraday play or could be an options play. But under this could be shorted here on Netflix. So keep an eye on Netflix. The earnings miss here. Market didn't really react to Netflix earning mix, but some of the stocks that were impacted, like Roku, that was impacted. I'm not gonna touch Roku. And then I saw the Beyond. Beyond is one that's really interesting here, and I rarely short anything, but this could be short here because you got nothing but room all the way up to 200 period moving average on Beyond. And then USO finally caught my eye. This one you have to expand the chart and make this thing a little bit bigger because this is really catching my eye here. USO 30, $30 stop right here. You can make a $26 stop if you want like a position play here, or you can make this a about $27 stop and then let this one ride because I think oil got beat too fast, too quick, and dropped too far, too fast. So that is it for tonight. Have a great week of trading, and I will talk to you next week.